This is Lisa with Queen Bee Creations, and today we're going to work on creating this shutter card technique. I made this for my blog hop for the Stampin' Pretty Pals just the other day, and I was trying to explain the directions in writing and thought this is a little more complicated than I can put out in writing, but it is still very simple. Don't panic. You're going to want to start out with a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 inches by 12 inches, and then we're going to score it at 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. Now you could do this with the Stampin' trimmer. I just find the board to be a little more accurate. Then we are going to take the Stampin' trimmer and we're going to line it up at 1.5 inches. And then we're going to cut it from the 2-inch score line down to the 10-inch score line. And then we're going to flip it over and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Line it up at 1.5 inches. And we're going from the 10-inch mark to the 2-inch mark. And we now have our card base. So we're going to do some folds. And then we want to crease it. Oh, my bone folders here somewhere. Let's see. Now this middle part I'm going to reverse. So that gives us this. So now it opens up like that other one did. Then there's all these little pieces that we cut out. And I did them in advance. I used all the measurements on my blog. What I did is I took a picture of all the little pieces and then I threw it in Photoshop and put the measurements on each piece. So you can go get that from my blog. Basically very simple because we're working, you know, once we have it all folded, this will be a 4.25 by 5.5. So of course these are 5.25. You know, we did a 2-inch, so I'm making it 1.5 inches. You'll see when you get the chart off my blog. That then basically we just start layering all these pieces onto the card itself. Again, I stamped in advance, so you know, you could pick any pattern you wanted. Of course, this one's a baby card. The other one was motorcycle. Seen lots of them done in flowers. I was using up some of my silver just for an accent. And I ran it through an embossing folder on the Big Shot to give it some texture. I used our Zoo Babies stamp set. That's being carried over into our new catalog. When I stamped them all, they looked like they were kind of just randomly standing around floating in midair. So I used the Gorgeous Grunge set and gave it some grass. And that's this set here. And I just did this in Wild Wasabi, stamped it along the bottom. I know I'm trying to put this together quickly for you. The Designer Series paper is the Kaleidoscope paper. That's in our seasonal catalog that's out right now. You want to hurry up and get that ordered. But of course there's some brand new ones coming out that will be equally as gorgeous. The new catalog is available now, and we can order from it June 2nd. You'll notice there is stamping on this side, but I made a boof, so I flipped it over and stamped again. That's the beauty of stamping. Nobody's ever going to pull my card apart and see that I goofed. have one more here. And then for the front of it, I had used the framelit die, and they do nest inside of each other, and they would, you know, you could use two sizes and they would frame each other, but it wouldn't be quite so small. It's probably double that thickness. So I just used the number 4 frame, that's counting from the inside out, and I cut out in the Whisper White my banner, and then on this one I matted it on a square piece and then trimmed around it with my snips, just so I could have that fine border around it. But for this purposes of the video, I'm going to leave this one blank. It's still equally as cute. And there you have it. There's your baby card. This one again, you know, I could have left that without the little thing, but I'd made a goof there, so I just stamped a little extra word bubble and covered it up. So there you go. I hope you like it. Like I said, make sure you go back to my blog so you can get the measurements and some detailed written instructions there. Thanks a lot. Bye.